Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is Teutonic here, and welcome back to a Kalmar Union campaign where everybody, and I mean literally everybody, has declared war on us all at once. So here we are on the first of probably 7 battles this end turn, with a huge pile of Teutonic knights on the bridge outside of Riga. They have more artillery than us, which is a bit of a problem. We do have a rocket launcher though, so that should be fun. I was always looking forward to using this on the bridge, but they've managed to get this right as our artillery is about to arrive, which we're heading straight for this bridge. So that's a bit of a shame. We're not going to win this, are we? Let's see how much damage we can do. We might have to hold back on this bridge, but it should be an interesting one. As you can see, we've got the Holy Roman Empire beaten back. We'll finish them off today, but first and foremost is the end of the Teutonic Order. Let's go. Right, well, reinforcements are on their way. We're just gonna leave the old rocket launcher facing straight across the bridge. Should be good fun. I haven't done this in a while. I'm just hoping their unges don't ruin the fun for us. So yes, we are going to let them come forward. If they are just going to rush though, I'll probably... Yeah, that could be a problem. Yeah, I'll probably start thinking about... Oof. Yeah, I'll probably start thinking about moving my men forward in a rush, but we'll see. I haven't seen the mangonels in a good old long time. Big fire bombs splattering in the sky. They probably hit themselves, actually. Right, here we go. Rocket launcher on the bridge. This is what we've all come to see. No. There we go. Not the best shots there, was it? It was a bit feeble. Oh, the firestorms! Oh, their mangonels are much more deadly. Okay, if that's how things are going to go here, then I suppose we'll better just run our infantry forward. Fine. Hopefully the mangonel will do some good work. That's about to blow up over them once more. Flaming. Lovely. Rocket launchers shooting into them. They are not particularly happy. If I had a few more of these, this could be brilliant, but sadly not. Okay, our men are largely in position. And that is perfect. Go on to guard mode. Go into spear wall formation. They will hopefully break pretty easily. You've got them in a pretty poor position. Depends how much damage. If they don't want to shoot into their own men, then we're in a good position because we can just stand here for a while. Can we get the mangonel? Not the mangonel. We get the rocket launcher allowed to just back a bit. We'll keep them alive so we can use them once we've cleared off this first force. You seem to be absolutely melting. Yeah, they are not doing well. So archers. Wait for the schnacken to come in, and we'll knacker the schnacken. That wasn't particularly good, but it just about worked in my head, so I'm sticking with it. Right, let's go. We did get a mangonel flaming shot on top of our heads on that occasion. Are we actually in pike positions? No, we're not. We are not at all. We've absolutely failed to get into pikes. Because the enemy general has some flaming shots come and cause utter chaos. Good, Cav are just mopping up over on that flank. We just about survived that. This is good. We are doing, yeah, just the work I wanted to. War clerics, get yourselves over there. Just make sure we are mopping up every last one of them. Although feudal knights possibly stay with me, actually. I could do potentially with someone to charge in at a later point. All archers. Don't really care who you shoot at, but just preferably not someone that's going to get us killed in battle as well. Order spearmen. Oh, we don't want to... No, that's not a good plan for us, is it? No, it's not. We really need to charge these down before they actually regroup, such as what's happening over here. Right, Huskulls, get over here. Please come and sort this out. Pikemen, that's all fine. Knights, go and deal with the schnacken they need dealing with. And it might be that we need to get the general down here in time as well. Those war clerics are just stuck in battle. The Necken can be taken out in good time. Okay, so it looks like we got a proper bout going on here, but that's the second general down as well. The god has been sent to hell. I don't know what that means. It's probably a swear word, but who knows? I don't know, so I'm going to claim innocence on this. Alright, these are putting back together. I think I'm best, actually, if I don't manage to catch them in the initial break, I'm best just leaving actually. Okay, infantry is doing okay. Let's get these Norse swordsmen just to cover this flank for when these guys come back into battle with us, because it does seem like they are, yeah, largely putting back together a little bit on that flank. So we'll have to bear that in mind. As for our main forces, we are looking good. Actually, looks like we can grab our equipment somewhere around here. Can't. There we go. There's the revolt. So, feudal knights, you get yourselves over on this flank as well. And if our swordsmen can just reposition themselves, hopefully we'll be able to, yep, get the flaming shots off once more. Not those flaming shots. Those are deadly when they hit, aren't they? I really need to get myself some mangonel. I'm not sure actually in my roster. Okay, quickly. Get shooting, please. Anytime. Fine, they are getting back into battle over here. Order spearmen are coming in. We'll send in our Huskulls to go and knacker there. And we're not going to get tired of that joke. Honestly, ladies and gents, you're just going to have to put up with it. Oh, they did manage to get into the rear of us there. I didn't think that should have happened, but there we are. Apparently it did. Alright, well actually you get into the Livonian auxiliaries because they're not particularly hand-to-hand combat kind of units. But we will be able to deal with them in good time. Get into those chaps. And I think actually we've got a good chance of doing them in here. How are we doing now? 28 to 51%. Aha! The fortune of battle goes our way. I went back onto ow! I went back onto the old Timurrid accent there for a moment. Right, cavalry is mopping them up on this occasion. This time we're not going to let them get too far because they regrouped, which caused us a few problems there.
The enemy are badly bloodied.
They are badly bloodied. That's fine by me, but we do need to just get everyone back into position. Here come more Nyakan. Ah, the firebomb! And it's mostly landed over their own troops again. Honestly, they've done some good damage with it, but oh, now the onagers are shooting at us. Actually, are we at a point where we can charge across? Because we probably should if we can. Honestly, we probably are. All infantry get across if they're going to start shooting us. Then we might as well go and do that. So, all cavalry, charge into those order spearmen. Just do the job, honestly. I'm sure we'll be fine. And archers. Actually, archers, you go and charge them down. We'll get the Livonians with them. Right. If we start going on the offensive, I think we'll be okay. Swordstaff militia, go off your defensive formation, please. And just move on to the battle properly. Right, I don't think they're going to last very long. No, they'll rout. They have indeed routed. And we are on to the Livonians in very quick time indeed. Right, get across the catapults, please, archers. We need you over there just to make sure that we finish them off. Now, they are the ones defending the bridge. Must be careful that this doesn't go wrong at this stage. Woo! That could have caused some big problems, and it probably did hit those North swordsmen. So, they are shaken, but they have not broken at this point. Okay, bring all of our cav back. There's no other crossing as far as I'm aware. If we don't get a break soon, I will pull back because we don't have the force to waste here. Livonians and sword brethren are shaken steady. Shaking all forces on them. See if we can break them. Archers, just try and get some shots away. In fact, all of you need to come and do that at this point. How are we doing? Not too great. Not too great. Flaming shots are coming in. Right. Infantry, all of you pull back. All infantry pull back. Archers, get yourselves back here as well. We're going to regroup and see if they want to come in for another charge. Actually, you shoot down as we move ourselves away, just to make sure we're in a good position. Scouts, go and pick up that one lad, just make sure it doesn't get away. And oof, yeah, causing some problems here, aren't they? Causing us some problems. But if we just pull out of position and out of range, then at least we can avoid too many casualties unnecessarily here. Mass numbers at this point is our only hope, and we are just going to smash into them, hoping for the best. Cavalry at the front against the sword brethren. Who knows, it might do the job. They're steady, but I'm hoping that numbers does the job for us here, because we certainly do have numbers over them. Lots of hacking axes going through them at this point. Do we have a chance? Maybe. Our general is cowardly back at the back over there, so who knows? Who knows indeed. Archers, you know what, get a few flaming shots in so you can get a bit of negative morale in, and otherwise okay, yeah, that's not good for morale. That's really not good for your morale, is it? No, it's not indeed. So we're just gonna have to hope this works. We are pushing them though. I think we might just about do this, but we are not going to be in a good state afterwards. General, come join the fun. You might get shot, but you never know. You never know if we don't give it a proper go at this point. Push everyone back. Riga will fall one day, but it won't be today because we have nothing to give after this. Right, so the battle is just about won. 68% lost of us, 68% of theirs. Do bear in mind there were two armies here. All units, apart from the general, into those orders spearmen. General, please get yourself through them, actually. They are broken. I didn't think they would break. All units into their nacken. They're about the only things left fighting. This catapult's fighting still. That's it. They're gone. They are gone. Well, we've lost almost everything. Half of my units are still routing. But there we go. We've managed to just about do it. And isn't that all that really matters, ladies and gentlemen? We have a lot of single men just taking down as many chaps as they can find on the battlefield here. There's one single scout, one single huscarl. They're just busy running around stabbing random Teutonic chaps. I might just end this because it's a little bit sad at this point, isn't it? A heroic victory for us. Pyrrhic, maybe, but they're certainly about as good as we could have possibly done. So I will be taking that. If they're going to follow up with an immediate attack, I don't think we're going to do very well. So we've captured a lot. It's a lot of money, but we don't need the money. Execution is what befalls you, sir. Are they going to immediately attack us again? I think they probably are, aren't they? Actually, they really haven't declared war on us just yet. This won't go well, will it? No. I suspect we're probably best to withdraw at this point. Who knows if we even have the battle point, the energy points for it? What's this? No. A lot of necking which aren't any good, but if they've got any cannons, we just need to pull out. And in classic fashion, we obviously get to withdraw about 2 feet, and they get to withdraw 8,000 yards, meters, miles. I don't know. They get to go all the way back to the citadel. Of course, we can't. Right, I'm just going to auto resolve, and we'll get to magically get home that way. Hopefully, whatever's left is left. We didn't even get back then. Ridiculous. Right, well, that's as much a victory as it could have been under the circumstances. Pyrrhus was under siege from quite a big force, actually. We're going to need to plot quite a few counterattacks because this only happened right at the end of last episode. So something's happened with Poland here. God only knows. Are they going to attack Marienburg? Interesting. We don't have a lot there, but it is a citadel. Captain Tobias, they don't have a full leader here. They only have a tiny bit of siege equipment and a tiny bit of infantry. This is incredibly foolhardy from them. I don't know how they plan to get in, but they're not going to get in with 2 units of infantry. Oh, this should be nice and easy enough in the end. Let's go. Well, as we know, on very hard, you very rarely manage to burn down the ram, but we always have a chance. I've got 1 unit of archers over here. Now, essentially, I've got things a bit spread. I'm going to try and use the layers to my advantage. They've got a ridiculous amount of cavalry, but I don't think they're going to get the rams through all of the different gates. So I've got some people to hold them back here so that we can get some good shots in them as they arrive at the second gate. I'm not sure these guys actually can shoot far enough to hit the ram. No, not really, unfortunately. But once they are in range, they might as well have a go. Why these guys can't just shoot properly and set it on fire, I don't know. But alas, 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 alas. So we've we've got a couple units to keep them busy here, as we then shoot down at them. Maybe get a charge in. We just want as many of these towers as possible shooting at them. So if we can pin them in this sort of general early plaza, they're going to be in big trouble. So that's pretty much the plan. The Norse archers in range of the ram. They're just about to be. Yeah, well, try and get some shots in. That's not going to work, is it? No, it's not. Whatever, it's fine. So as they get some shots away, inevitably these archers are now in a terrible position. I'm going to get them to... Actually, do I want them to run off? Yes, I do want them to run off. You run off, please, sirs, back into the next layer. And we'll just wait for everyone to turn up. Right there, through the first little gate here. And what I'm hoping is that we can try and hold them off here for as long as possible, really, just to get lots of good... get lots of good brutal arrows in, which is what we can see from the Norse archers already. You guys run in then, get a good hit on them. And there we go, we're going to start running into there as well. You guys get in. Peasant archers are not doing what I'm telling them to. Please come through. That'll be lovely. And then you can get yourselves onto the wall. Right, we hopefully are able to hold here. We are fresh, we are holding position. They are getting around the back, but we've got these cav coming in. Archers, please just keep shooting arrows into them. With any luck, we're doing some good damage, 10% to 11. We are going to lose a lot, but hopefully their sheer numbers isn't going to kill us too quickly. Our best chance, though, of course, is simply to be burning down these rams, and that's what I'm hoping we're about to do. Because they're doing to get their rams around the corner to the next bit here. We are struggling to hold, but... Okay, that's fine. These guys are always going to be sacrificing themselves at the front gate here. But we'll just have to see how long they can hold. The longer they hold, the more shots we get in, particularly the Norse archers over here, doing some good work. Hopefully we get some great statistics for them come the end of the day. Peasant archers are up here and have joined them now. Don't you worry about getting into proper formation, just shoot in. Only one tower there, but we've got these two shooting down as well as we possibly start to rout. Not quite yet, but we must be getting close. We are fighting pretty much to the last. Weirdly, the experienced guys were the ones who went first, but yeah, they're getting chopped down. We will not be opening the next set of gates for them. It is merely a case of shooting as many as we can now. They've got to bring a ram in. They've got to bring a ram through. And hopefully the towers will at least prioritise taking out the ram. That's what I'm hoping. And my extra plan is they come through here, we just shoot the ram with a cannon. Which isn't going to work because it'll take too long to load it. We can't possibly have it preloaded and ready to fire. But there we are. Right, lots of towers shooting now. Quite why... Oh, we've actually opened the gate for this one guy. Right, if you're going to run... Okay, fine, if you're going to run, you're going to run. General, come over to here to this tower. Just make sure we're activating it. Now, they obviously need to bring the ram in, which begs the question, where are their infantry? Oh, yes, if we can kill their infantry, they've no one to push the ram. I have put the timer on for this, just in case. Yeah, archers, archers, archers. Please focus on the Polish knights a little bit. Don't need to use all your ammo up, but please do aim for them by and large. They have 2 units of infantry. They need those to actually push the ram. Lovely. Their cavalry have taken a huge knock trying to actually come in too early here, and they've been getting shot to ribbons by all these towers. Now, though, it's time to burn down this ram, and hopefully our towers will start focusing on it as well. If not, we're in trouble, because we really do need to burn this down. We can potentially go back to the last round if we need to. But it doesn't look like we're going to burn this thing down, does it? 4% damage. Not unless it happens to catch fire. So, archers, you pull back there. You are virtually wasted at this point. I'm not sure what else to do, really. General, there's no point of you really falling back, particularly, is there? What we need to do then, Norse archers are going to get the last round in, and they're going to come and help defend the gate here. Annoyingly, on very hard, you just never seem to burn down the darn rams. In spite of there being 3 rounds and me with 2 units of archers, I really should, but it's just not happening for me. Not happening at all. What we need to do then is focus on getting these 2 units of infantry killed at this next... yeah. Okay, the 2 units of infantry need to get killed this time. So we need to get a nice and early press on them. Please disable skirmish mode and just get into battle properly. Alright, lovely. Archers, you were supposed to leave ages ago! Run away! Come on! Useless, lads. They're going to cost us this. Right. Now, I don't need to shoot just yet, because we do want to hold them behind here. 50% to 60%, that's not enough. Not enough. Right, archers, get yourselves up here, please. Into that position. And then start shooting. What have we got left on the plaza? 1 horseman. 5. To arms! Right, here they come. The next round. We might well lose this, but we're going to do a hell of a big pile of damage in the process. Right, cannons. Fire! Quickly, 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 quickly! Oh, apparently they're just going to do that. No, 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 no. We're on 2 here, but we need to be a little bit... Okay. No, they're fighting. Pick it up and shoot them. Ignore... Okay, the cannon is not going to be useful here today, is it? No, it's not. Right, are our archers in position? So we need you to activate this tower. No, General, you get back. General, you need to retreat back to the line over here. Get back to the plaza, sir. We just need you to come and activate this tower and keep it activated. We are not going to be able to be focusing on these infantry, which is what I want. What have they got here? Where are their men? Dismounted Polish knights. Now, if we were able to focus on them a bit more, we might have had a chance here, but sadly not. Norse archers are fighting valiantly, but they're not going to do the job. Towers are not getting enough shots away. This is irritating. Right, archers, 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 archers. Shoot in, please. Once we've got them all up there. Good. Keep shooting. We've still got 1 more round of towers. We can still do this. We've got 7 horsemen and 60 archers. The rest have all melted and are dead. Basically, they're dead. So, please shoot at those Polish knights. We'll see what we can do. Do not open the gates for them. Or if you do, that's fine, but don't open them if they're near, because that would be disastrous. No, we're not letting our men through. We have got the gates shut, which is unfortunate for them, but it's quite good for us. This is the end, my brave heroes. This is the end for you, unless we get a lucky burning of this ram. And by lucky, I mean, obviously the game just hates you on very hard and refuses to let them burn. Obviously all of ours will burn instantly. But no, we're not going to get it, are we? We're not going to get the burning ram, which is the only thing that I want. It is a bit ridiculous that through all these walls, through layers of shooting at them, we haven't managed to do it. But I don't think the game's going to magically give it to us at this point. Sadly, sadly not. We're just going to have to take this defeat as it is. Disappointing. Well, there's still 67 of us left to fight this battle. 77% of them are dead. Fortunately, it's not going to take so long that we can... we can't... Yeah. Unfortunately, this is it. This is it. But they have got to go and take us from the wall here. A few bits of burning oil once again. If I'd actually really focused on these infantry at the start, I possibly could have done this. Oh, the ram's burning! The ram's burning! Right at the death! We've got a burning ram. Men are just standing under it. Those are heroic Polish warriors. They are committed to breaking down our final gate. Oh, yes! Do they have any other rams, or is that it? Is the battle over? It might be. I'm just going to tell them to stop. Did they leave any other equipment? There's one tower back here. I don't think so. I think they need one ram. I think that's it. I don't think they can get in. Are they done? I think we got a really lucky late burn. That is a true burn to the poles here. They are livid. But I am very, very pleased about this. I'm just going to shoot them while I've got a chance. But I don't think they've got anything left. Perhaps the game isn't giving them defeat because they've still technically got some siege equipment. But obviously it can't get into the town. So unless they grab our we shouldn't have left our cannons over here. No. Luckily they don't know how to use these cannons. Because that could have been us shooting ourselves in the foot or shooting ourselves in the gate, as it were. So that would have been bad. Right, well, I guess it's just time to go in full speed and wait for the timer to end, because somehow, ladies and gents, we have just about managed to hold on here. 7 cav and these 60 peasant archers who are shaking, exhausted, but just holding on, are going to manage to do it. The absolute cacophony of noise you can hear is the Poles being given endless orders, because the game is very confused about what they're supposed to be doing right now. Somehow we've managed to hold out. Not sure we could survive another attack, but we've won this battle, and there we are. The gods have declared we're victorious. The day ends and they decide to leave the town. So Captain can have just about pulled that one off there. How did the archers do in the end? We'd bet no one inflicted any damage at all, did they? That was terrible. Unfortunately, they're way too offensive, those units. If I had some proper feudal knights, I might have been alright. The Marienburg has been defended. The Poles have been repelled. And God knows the game's probably broken now because it can't accept that defeat. Relations with Poland have improved? I wouldn't say so. I really don't like them right now. Lithuania is still technically neutral. But there we are. Some of these men apparently managed to survive from their wounds, which is interesting. Just lying corpses around the floor of the town. Where do we even begin? I suppose the Norse archers are very experienced, so they're a good one. And otherwise, you probably could just do with some actual infantry, some heavy defensive infantry, I think. Yes, I think we'll need some extra defence for the towns going forward. Danzig, get yourself some more units. Marvellous stuff. So let's just figure out the damage, because things went very wrong. Very, very wrong very quickly here. We have no more allies. Lithuania broke their alliance of us when we were declared war on by Novgorod, so they're hardly very reliable, are they? Nope. They have a dubious reputation because of that backstab, which is unsurprising. We are only seen as trustworthy now. But there we go. Despicable reputation for the Poles. Yeah, I'd say they're all pretty horrible. So we've had two very, very close victories there, followed by a retreat on this particular front. I think it's possibly a good idea to send some of these home. Ah, there are our bombards. So let's deliver the bombards, that's good. And is any of this salvageable? Maybe some of it. Here, Drill Master, it turns out, which God knows how I got away with that. It's only -1. I thought it was -2 morale. Maybe got a bit mad. Maybe that's just on Rome Total War. Anyway, either way, we're not in a great position here. So let's have a little look. Masson has himself a few crossbow militia who we can take home with him. And Billman, you can go home. Otherwise, lots of archers and okay. We need 5 archers for the. I say that we probably don't anymore. We probably don't, but we'll get them retrained whilst they're here. So if everyone just heads in, we'll get them retrained for the meantime. And yeah, we'll start with those. We have probably a bit too much cavalry in that army over here by the bridge. We'll go and occupy the same position pretty darn soon. When the Ribolt getting retrained, but apparently it can't. It's a bit of a shame, but it didn't do the job I wanted it to. I think maybe when I've done that before, I've had 2 or 3, and then everything routes, and it's just a hilarious mess. So, another siege over here. Let them get on with that. I'm not particularly worried about it. Just get on the boat. I'm sure you'll be fine over there. Now, let's start thinking about this counter-attack, shall we? So we have ourselves a few units that can stay in the town. But otherwise, get on the boat and start heading over to Revel. That'll be magnificent. And over here, just sort out the tax rate. They can chill out a bit, and we'll get ourselves a few more units. Perfect. Right, you guys head up to our boat. That'll be sensible, I think. We do have controls of the sea. I don't see any other boats around, so we just have to go check. There are no more Novgorodi boats up in this far corner. Doesn't look like it. They've only got these few ports, so we should have full control of the Baltic, which at least is a certain advantage. It means that we can control our economy and keep that very strong. Our house, 7,000 monies. That is just magnificent. Just magnificent. Akashus, you might as well be churning out troops at this point. Probably shouldn't squeeze my face as I say that because it's not particularly useful for talking. We'll just get a load of units from there, and indeed we'll continue doing that over in Hasselholm. Oh yes, of course we just changed that from useful town to a non-useful town. Of course we just did. Right, well you guys get on the boats and we'll send the rest of these forces apart from you two. So we'll send those across the sea. They have plenty of experience, so they won't get sunk straight away if nothing else. Let us get you over in that direction because we don't have a huge amount of production over here at Window and Purnell. And we need to back them up in good time. Thorn. Lithuania look like they're coming in and almost certainly will attack. So let us consider what we're doing with them. These 6 sword staff militia are actually pretty useful, as the 4 Huskers, so I'm not going to retrain them because they are useful just to hold a particular position. What I wouldn't mind though is, yeah, a bit of archery and plenty of dismounted feudal knights. In fact, I'm just going to get 3 dismounted feudal knights. The sheer defense on these just means they will hold for as long as possible. And as we know, if we got ourselves a citadel, we'll be absolutely fine. Over here in Plock, we are not looking so good. This guy, Charles Lofton, is not going to be alive for very long. No, he's not. Where are you in the family tree, sir? Because do I actually care about you? I'm not sure I do. No, you are just one of the latest kind of adoptees, man of the hour. Still, I don't really want to lose you if I don't have to, but the Poles do seem to have descended upon all corners of the earth. So, let's get ourselves some equipment. As ever, actually, it's normally a good idea to get a few rams when it comes to a citadel. Never big on the towers anyway. Lots of Imperial Knights. Interesting. Yeah, we have a fair bit of mercenary forces on that force. And over in Hof, yeah, well, we'll just get ourselves the Pyrrhus crossbowmen. Why are we able to get boats? That was a very strange thing. Over in Hof, how are we looking? 7 to 6, it says. Well, we'll get onto that at some point. I think you can come and support us. Magdeburg, send us some more troops. How is it looking now? Bit higher. Clear victory. And sack the settlement. Good, good, good. So that's at least that dealt with. We're just going to... Obviously, these guys really shouldn't be my main focus right now, but I'm just going to make sure they're not in my way. So they are plagued, of course, that's why we held off before. Honestly, I'll just maintain the siege and I'll withdraw. If they want to actually attack me, I will... So they're not going to sally forth, so... 4 turns till surrender. When it gets to 1 turn, I'll just pull most of the troops out of the army. As of this force, they need to... Oh, I wish we could get to the bridge. Minus the cannon, we can make it to the bridge. And then Stettin, we don't need any more to hold the line there, so we'll worry about that later. You get to Stettin. Stettin, get yourself a couple more cannons. And honestly, some crossbowmen, why not? We might as well bolster the forces we have over here. Not perfect, but it will have to do for now. Over in Roskilde, just get ourselves a load of sword staff militia They are useful for holding a line, and if I could have those at the front of a gate when we get attacked in citadels, that would certainly help. Would certainly help indeed. Aren't too many other useful troops around, but we do at least have a load of agents getting onto the boats. Start sending those over to Riga. And one day we'll be able to figure out what is going on. We're not too far from the victory conditions, and whilst with 35 we obviously won't have clearly, I say won the game, but you know, clearly completely be on a unstoppable killing machines kind of a force. I think it'll start to be a point where we're fairly dominant. I think what we'll do is we'll be at a point where I can sit there and go, I can crush the rest whenever I like. I think once I've got like Riga, Revel, Narva, I'm pretty happy to largely say I've got control of this world, but we'll see. We're going to have to kick out a few armies before we can redeclare that. So we'll just see how that all comes together. Let's get ourselves some more cannons and some crossbows. Always used to have a few crossbows in the town. Grab ourselves another spy. We have a little force over here. They are not going to do well. We'll just auto-resolve that. Death comes to those who wait, slash those who are German. So, into the town here. Ludwig. Let's just take him out. Nice, easy battle for us. Sack the settlement. And there's only a few left here at this point. Emperor Hugo over in Prague. No one in Ulsen. And where's their other town? Ah, Neustetten. I don't know if there's a general in Neustetten or not. I can imagine not. I feel like they only probably have their main leader at this point. Depends if I have any spies around to tell me. Ah, you head over to Neustetten. And indeed, they do. Prince Edmund the Scarred, of course, we know all about him. So we're going to make sure we have enough forces to take care of that chappie too. Okay, that's doable, I suppose. Not the best forces around here. A few crossbowmen and some basic militia. Thorkel the Scud become merciless mauler. Over time, he's become pretty dready, but he was so chivalric before it doesn't really matter. It's just made him kind of balanced and terrible. Brutally scarred, Thorkel the Scarred. There we are, that is indeed his name now. So +8 to hit points. He will simply never die. Poor relationship with Lithuania. Hardly surprising. They are pretty much in full invasion at this point. Königsberg is a bit of a problem. You probably need to head there, actually, first and foremost. Marienburg just needs to recover, and I don't think there's too much the Poles can do in the short term. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go around and make sure all of my towns are building. It does look like most of them are, but we could certainly do a recruitment all around the Empire at this point. And the inevitable at Plock. I really don't see how we can possibly win this one. It's only a city, of course. We have very little to defend ourselves with. Catapults at the gates can be good fun. So we'll see what we can do. But honestly, I don't think there's going to be much of a defence here. Let's see how it goes into Plock. Our plan is essentially to do as much damage as we can at the walls here. The plaza is not going to be the place for us. There's going to be way too many of them. So essentially the plan is thus... actually, if we can shoot this down, we might as well have a go. Yes, our plan is to have a good go at the gate. These catapults can do some hilarious work. No idea what they're doing. They don't seem to want to attack it, sadly. Maybe they will. Yeah, they can do some spectacularly hilarious damage at the gate here once they come in. But we might be able to smash down this tower, which will certainly make things easier. If we want to shoot at it, it doesn't look like we do. Sadly not. Sadly not. I must say, I'm a bit disappointed that I can't shoot this tower even when it's right here. It's pretty darn sad, I think. But we'll do our best to hold position, damn it. So we'll see how this goes. Handgunners at the front, interesting choice. Obviously I've got my general ready to charge in. Maybe wants a tiny bit more room. Tiny bit more charge room. We'll see how that goes. Crossbows are shooting in, but they're not going to last too long. Something just exploded in my room by the sound of it. Right, Polish Knights are going to start taking on crossbow, which is unfortunate because we're going to lose. But we'll see how long they last. We've got ourselves silver defences, so maybe they'll do something. These towers, with any luck, are going to do some nice work. Most of the time you are better off with these guys just actually shooting them. You'll do much better if you can get it to work. Then just do stand here and shoot. But it's much easier in Rome Total War. In Medieval 2 they do tend to end up getting stuck in hand to hand. Are we going to get lucky here? Yeah, some lovely shots. This should really do a bit more work than any stabbing is likely to. Some of them are shooting up for some unbeknown reason. Sometimes have to stop firing at will and just shoot at the guys in front of them. Fools. Okay, Ram has smashed through. Okay, that is interesting. Things are going to go bad very quickly. Shoot the siege tower. We can't. Okay, you guys head into them. Flaming shots! In at the halberd. Let's go. Do not hold back. Just shoot in like absolute mentalists, please. Just shoot in. Do the damage.
The enemy have taken them.
Obviously the halberds are the ones that are running in at us. Please get your flaming shots in. Where are my flaming Elijah shots? What are you doing? Shoot at them, damn it, man. Desperate for you just to shoot at them. Right, we'll just go and kill them, please, General. Anytime you want to, that would be magnificent. Your whole point of view is that you shoot in. I don't care about our own men. Shoot. There we go. There we go. Look at that entire line of death. Stop being pansies. Get on with the shooting. They are going to melt. They're going to melt if we can actually pull this off properly. Right. Shoot at them. Shoot at our own men. Thank you very much. It's the only way we're going to win. If you actually bother to do what you've been asked. General, pull back. Good. Have they actually killed the dismounted Polish knights? They have indeed. They managed to make them rebel. Are we actually going to win this? We might have a chance. We might have a chance. Stop being fools. Just shoot at the people at the gates. They're so easy to kill. They're literally waiting around to be killed. Would it help you if I move these men to a different angle? I don't know. Get on with the shooting. That was terrible. Whatever, chaps. Whatever. Polish knights are coming in. Don't know who we're shooting at. Possibly someone, anyone. Polish knights over there. Might as well shoot at them. Dismounted Polish knights up here are... You know what? Our golden shields are probably doing us pretty darn well. Although if these catapults would listen, it would be magnificent. Because you saw what one shot did. One shot largely caused the rout, to be honest with you. And that's normally what happens in this situation. Those knights are broken. Into here. We'll see if the catapult wants to do it. It's a pretty easy shot, if I'm honest. Are they going to pull out of it? Alright, you don't wait for the general to turn up. Oh yes, that's very good. They are wavering now. I don't blame them. General, just hold back. We don't need you to run into the onager fire. Ow, ow, ow. We might have... No, we didn't crisp up our own, chaps. All is good, all is good. Just hold back now, chappies. Are we going to be able to win any of this? I don't know. There are some over there. We get the crossbowmen now to go and help out our spear militia over here. They'll probably just break these guys, which is kind of what we're looking for. I said go over here and start fighting them. Hopefully they'll rout. Right, you guys, flaming shots. Whenever you like. Whenever you like. They are now broken, which is perfect. Unfortunately, we lost our crossbowmen for that, but I'm sure it won't be an issue in the long run. We do have the onagers ready to do something stupid. God, what are they even aiming at now? Can't aim at this tower when I ask you to, but you can aim at this point. I mean, this one actually, in fairness, does have a shot through the gates if it wants to be that good. Oh, it is that good! Well done, sir. You're less well done for you, but you give it a harder shot, in fairness. Okay, well, I think we're going to win. It's a bit of an odd battle. I'm a bit surprised if we're actually able to win this one, but the difference that the Golden Shield makes, I suppose. As any new units come in, they're already wavering. That's before the honour just Right, now they get the idea. We did slightly shit our own men on this occasion, but you know, they've learnt something, and they pretty much won us the battle. It's worth it for a few dead, useless chaps. Just continue. General will just run out and stab a few of them. Somehow we won. Plock is safe. This is just an episode full of miraculous victories, because I am astounded we've won any of them, quite frankly. But there we are. That seems to be the way of things today. General, you are just getting shot with the crossbows at this point, aren't you? I think so. Somehow we've reached the point where we killed 100% of them for 43% of our own losses. How? How have we done this? Well done, sir. I never should have doubted you, Charles. Lofty indeed. Wow, it is the day of many, many glorious victories, apparently. Not sure how we've managed to pull these off. Unfortunately, we will execute everyone because I'm fed up of you all. Mongols want to talk. Before they're offering alliances, I don't think they're doing that anymore. Benefactor for in-game Mossegard. I think you're another one of the chaps that we have brought in. You know what? That's actually a fairly good mix of things as they go. Sort of guild, always useful for us to have. Plock, oh, Plock, oh, Plock. How did you pull that off? I do not know. So, get those 5 retrained. Do I want them retrained? I'd rather just get a couple more units, to be honest, so we'll do that. One more of you, one more of you. And catapults. Lovely work in the end. Took you a bit of time to figure it out, but my days, you can see the difference a bit of artillery at the gate does. Which is what I was hoping for with the cannon in the previous battle, but it didn't come off. Military, Novgorod, I actually have the same as them. So we are officially the best at everything. As you might expect, we're done building town halls everywhere, mostly probably in the German towns where they never built them. Uncultured swine, and no, otherwise it's all fine. Right, what do we have left to do? We have Prague to take down, which is an imperial citadel. We'll take our time with that one, I think. We'll take our time. This one we're taking our time with as well. And of course, New Stettin over here also needs to go. Ah, there is actually a third general, but he's probably being pulled out of the computer's arse, I suspect. So we'll see about that. We'll get ourselves all 3 cannons over here. To be honest, I'm not going to get any better units anytime soon, so I might as well send them along to help. But when they've got themselves some proper sword and shield, they can do surprising good work, so we're going to send them forward. Eric over here can send us some more men. We'll take that. In fact, if we just leave the cannon... Actually, no. That's fine. We'll leave it as it is for now. We need to make sure that we've got plenty of men in our towns. We'll get ourselves a ballista and a catapult just to make sure we can defend ourselves. We'll get ourselves that. Some retrained men's. And honestly, crossbowmen going to be worth it? Probably not. Norse archers are good auxiliary infantry if we need them. Certainly what happened last time anyway. So we'll go along with that for now. Okay. Okay. Let's go and look at what the Novgorod situation is, because it's got 9 turns till we surrender over here. I suspect they'll come in for an attack pretty soon. However, in the meantime, I'm going to march straight into Revel over here. It says, interestingly, it's pretty even. Wasn't expecting that. So, they have themselves 3 units of infantry. I don't really remember much about the Drusina. Effective against armour, giving around good stamina, but honestly they're not really any better than any of my basic infantry. I suppose I've only got city troops here, haven't I? Yes, only militia units, but short-staff militia will be fine against them. Especially if I'm supporting them with crossbow fire. No, that'll be absolutely fine. We'll crack that one without too many problems. As for Pernau, well, I don't know a way to... Lithuania. Lithuania. What are you up to right now?
Yes.
They're up to something very stupid, aren't they? Okay. Well, that's fine. That's just fine. Let's get ourselves a couple more dismounted feudal knights. because we have ourselves a pretty solid defence force there. And if I'm honest, I'm just going to get my cannons in this direction. They can join the fleet that's over here. We'll leave one boat behind, but you can join them. The fleet's going to be awkward. Yes, they are going to be awkward. Great. We'll sacrifice ourselves for your own pride. Fools the lot of them. Oh well, back to Abe with these troops. They can retrain and we'll get them back on the field before too long. Time to take Revel then, a key settlement for us. We have the cannons to knock down the walls, and well, they have some infantry, but I'm not sure they can do too much to stop us, so we're going to head in. King Christopher the Honest is going to get into battle. He hasn't done much of that in his life. Let's go. Come to meet us at the gate, and it's probably just about bad timing for them. Or is it? Can we get a pike sorted out? Our pikes are not sorted out. Well done, chaps. Oh well, it's fine. Crossbowmen are just going to shoot into them anyway. So that'll work for me. If we can just get ourselves into formation a little bit, we might be okay. But it does seem like we're in a little bit of trouble right now. Come on! Stop poking! They're right there! Yes, I'm pretty sure the crossbowmen are going to do the work at this point. Unfortunately, the staff militia aren't really in proper formation and doing their job as I'd want them to. But with all of the crossbow shots coming in from above, I'm sure we will win this without too many problems. And yeah, that'll prevent the towers from being on their side. Crossbow fire has absolutely done it in for these chaps. They are fleeing at the very sight of us now. They can see there's extra bill militia coming in. I keep calling them billmen. They are basically billmen, so that's what I'll continue to call them. Sword staff militia are in position, and we'll get an extra one here, which means we can withdraw these ones back. They've done their job for now, and if they want to come back and deal with us, they can, but they probably at this point are just fleeing back to the plaza. Now we finally have ourselves in a proper position here. Line of sword staff militia actually in formation at long last. Pikes from the bottom, middle and top. Got them on the little corner here. Crossbowmen in behind, taking their lovely shots at the Drusina on the plaza there. Got ourselves our general bodyguard, obviously our king, little King Christopher over here. King Christopher the Honourable, I believe that's his epithet. I might be making that up, but he's a great chap. Doesn't normally get in battle, but he's given them an honourable, well, I say that, he's inviting them to have an honourable death by running into the sword staff militia, but they are not currently wanting to do it. Obviously we brought along the Norse war clerics to just agree that he's giving them the chance to fight honourably, and they are deciding to fight like utter fools. I know, here they come, and here they turn back. Utter gibbons. Suffice to say, King Christopher isn't particularly impressed by the fighting prowess of the Novgorodi over there. He's taken in this lovely, lovely statue of Sir Steve the Honourable instead. He really, really sees himself in that man. He might just change his face, though, when we take over the city. On the other side of battle over here, yeah, they're not really breaking very far into us now. We're actually in position. No, they're not doing so well. The crossbowmen are running away because I've still got them on skirmish, which is a little bit silly of me. We'll just try and shoot these ones then if we're in range, and these guys will slowly bleed themselves dry. General is now done looking at Sir Steve and is back interested in the battle again. This crossbowman actually got bored of being behind the safe line here. They thought they'd show them what true bravery is. Even the crossbowmen are willing to get up close and personal, but nope, they still decide not to fight. Yeah, look at this guy. You can see he's been in lots of pub brawls, just the way he staggers around. He's used to it. But there he goes. Falls down in unison with his good mate Steve. And down to the last few. The game said this would be a tricky battle. It doesn't look like it at all. The only problem we had was that sword staff militia weren't in position the first time round. Second time round, they have been bracing and they barely took a scratch at all. And with that, that should be the last couple of them down. Are we going to get the ignoble death of being stabbed by crossbowmen? No. No, we're not. We didn't have ammo for them. King Christopher the Honest. Sorry, King Christopher the Honest. There we are. That's his new epithet these days. Lovely stuff. And if we can occupy Revel, we will, but we might have to sack it. It depends if they're going to be very happy. No, we can occupy. That's fine by me. And we will build a town hall because apparently no one else builds them. It potentially is something you need to rebuild when you actually take a city. If that is true, I'd never noticed it before. And over in Pyrrhus, the Novgorods do want to come into battle. Huge amount of archers, dismounted Dvur, who appear to be fairly good in hand-to-hand combat as well. I haven't played as Novgorod for a long time on what they're like, really. So dismounted Rusina as well. Honestly, we should be able to win. We've got ourselves more proper infantry here. But having said that, there is a lot to take on, and it will be an interesting one. But I think we've got it. Let's go. This is officially a proper siege defence. Mass of infantry coming in. We have quite a lot on the walls. I've got my archers. There's only a few archers units, but they're just kind of dispersed between infantry. Should be fairly safe when it comes to the actual attack. What are you doing? Don't go out there. Right, that's happened because I've sent my cavalry to the far gates. They are heading over in that direction. But the arrows have done a little bit of damage as they are coming in, which is always nice. Preferably, I like the ram to burn, but I think I've had enough luck with that for now. Currently, the gate won't shut because we're too close to it. Game is being annoying. Please don't leave the gate open for them. That would be quite irritating. Everyone out the way. Everyone out the way. Let the gate shut. Albeit, it is a good way of stopping the ram from working. It's only polite. It's only polite to shut the gate so they can smash it down, isn't it? Right. Get our men back towards the wall now. Perfect, perfect, perfect. In general, we should be in a fairly good position. Archers should be off skirmish. It doesn't really make a huge difference. Annoyingly, they seem to actually be in a position where they are going to be engaging my archers. But as is the way sometimes, so we'll just have to see how that goes. We'll probably knock out those guys pretty easily. We shall repel the invaders. Yes, indeed. So over here they are just going to... Yep. Let's just get straight on top of them. That'll be fine. Norse archers are shooting over there. Just get shooting in as deep as you can. Well, we've got dismounted Huskars here. We've got some semi-axemen over here. And in this position, we've got the semi-axemen once more. So if we can do some good damage, we find. If anything, we're actually light down here at the bottom. Down actually by the main gate. That's actually where we're weakest. But I'm not too worried about that because if I can get the rest of my cav, minus the general, to now start running, that'll be lovely. Get yourselves where you need to be. Now this particular corps of infantry, can you go off guard and just all charge in, and we're going to start pinning them into position. Lovely. Absolutely pin them in there. Thank you very, very much. So we're going to start pushing in. Cavalry is coming round. Head into their flanks. Don't know how much they think they can push, but they can try. On the walls, though, we should be in a very strong position. I'm actually going to send these guys down here. They can go and help us out pretty soon. They do not have the infantry to take any of these walls. Come and help us out, Huskars. We're going to need you down here. Semi-axemen are happy. They are happy as well. Get yourselves down. Help us out over there. Right. Cavalry. That's just the scouts. Norse war clerics. Ready to close the trap. This should be good fun. So, feudal knights, you get yourselves a perfect charge, please. That will do us very nicely. And if these guys can get down at any point, that'd be lovely. They've actually ended up catching these chaps over here. That's kind of to be expected. Oh, look, they're starting to rout. Some of them in there are going to not too well. Yeah, they're melted. I think they can see their escape is being cut off, so they're gone. They're completely gone already. That was a lot sooner than I thought, but job has been successfully completed. Archers, run away, stop rolling it. Cav, get yourself out here and mop them up. Yeah, I think just getting the cav around the back is a huge amount of work to dissuade them from their particular assault. Our I don't know, we had plenty of infantry there, but certainly the most likely way was them just pushing straight through us. Unfortunately, our cav has very much dealt them a pretty brutal blow. Are these guys near enough to get away? They'll probably get away, but we'll send the scouts after them anyway. So that's pretty much this entire force to be wiped out. That's two particularly poor showings for the Novgorod forces here. Not very impressed, all things considered. Well, heroic victory is possibly the right phrase for that. 77 men lost this day, but 940 of the enemy. All things considered, we broke them around very quickly there. So, Novgorods have failed in both of their attempts. We will release them to perhaps show some goodwill. I'm not sure how long that will last. The Mongols continue to try to bribe the great city of Eric, or I assume that's what they're doing anyway. So they have sent a force to go and follow up in the city of Revel. Just want to see if there are any units I could hire here, but apparently not. So that's interesting. Slightly problematic, potentially. But I'm sure it'll be fine. So, we possibly, before we move on then, just want to send a few units over from Perno to Revel. Just because they're a little bit short, aren't they? Indeed they are. But we do have some more forces in this kind of an area, so we can get out to the field and deal with these guys pretty soon. Drop off that force to reinforce them. And same with the cannons over here. So we have plenty over here. Diplomatic information. Lithuania and Mongolia have broken their alliance. Mongols Teutonic Order Alliance. Holy Roman Emperor and Novgorod allied. Poland Teutonic Truce. All gibberish because everyone are backstabbing. Well, so and so's. Right, we will leave it there for today. With us at number 1 on all of the lists. We've been backstabbed by everyone, but we have thoroughly pushed the knife back in all cases. Oh, Plock's under siege again. Another force to go and kill. Oh well, we've had some spectacular defences today, and it'd be quite intriguing to see how quickly we can push them all back under the bus from here. But we'll see how that all goes next time. Probably a few episodes left in us here, but we're very much near the end. We're just going to have to just dissuade some of our enemies before we call it a day for this series. But I do think we're certainly getting close. Once we hold this off, we're pretty much in the steamroller kind of a situation, aren't we? So, next time we will, well, push the Novgorodis back, take Narva and Novgorod with any luck. That's the plan. If we do attack, we will pounce at them with, well, aplomb. Riga one day will be ours, and the Holy Roman Empire, I can assure you, will take them out next time. So, for now, I'll leave you. I'm Thomas, this is Teutonic the Human, and this has been a Kalmar Union campaign. Thank you, and goodbye. No!
Just checking!
Oh! Sweetie pie, I've got a deal for you. Oh. A sweet little magic card, just $500. Just $500 of my precious dollars.
I'm standing on a chair right now. I can't get down.